Hi, Dr. Nurse Podcast. Guys, thanks for listening today. I have a special guest. Ebony Thyme is with me today. She is an MSN APRN. She completed her BSN in 2014, and she started off, as most of us do, in med-surg nursing, and then after about 2 years of doing that, moved right into the medical ICU. While she was working as a nurse, she began to go back for her MSN and Family Nurse Practitioner. She finished that degree in 2018 and has been working as urgent care locum tenens provider. She's been pretty much teaching other nurse practitioners how to become locum tenens providers. Because again, as I told her before the podcast, I know nothing about this. So I'm really excited to hear about what she's carved out for her career. Ebony likes traveling. That's her passion. It's all over her Instagram page. She's popping on Instagram with all her travel excursions. I cannot wait to hear from this guest today. Thank you for coming on, Ebony, and sharing your wisdom with my audience.
What it is that you are considered a temporary provider. So you fill in for vacations, you fill in for maternity leaves, FMLA. You're there for you can be there for up to a year, like at a facility for up to a year. You can be there at a facility for 3 months. You could be at a facility for 6 months with extension. You don't work for the company necessarily. You don't work for the hospital or the clinic necessarily. So the clinic or the hospital is not paying you, nor are they providing you any benefits because you're not considered their staff employee. You are hired as an independent contractor by a locum company. So you have stuff like Weatherby Health, Barton Associates, Comp Health, so many different types of locum tenens companies. They are the one paying you. So they reach out to the clinic or the clinic reaches out to them and is like, look, we need X amount of providers. We have a provider that just left. We need somebody to fill in. And here's the thing about locums that I'm about to tell you about. All of the states that I'm licensed in, I can work in. The thing about locums is that there's 2 ways that you can get a license with locums. They can actually help you get a license in exchange you'll work for them for 30 days. So if I wanted to go to an urgent care in Arizona and there's a need in Arizona, the locum company will pay for your license. They will literally reimburse you back for your license as long as in exchange you'll work 30 days at that urgent care, at least 30 days. And so that license is yours. I would tell that new nurse not to settle for anything less. I'm big on just going for what you want to go for. What I tell a lot of people that are in my course is even if you see that it says not open to new grads, apply for that job. Even if you don't even see where it says like whether or not you need to have experience or not, just apply. The least that you won't hear back from them. You may hear back from them. They might even call you 2 years later after you already got the experience somewhere else. Just apply, because there's jobs that reach out to me. They don't teach us this in nursing school. They don't teach you how to become a business or how to utilize your degree where you want to get into things. Like, I'm so happy that a lot of providers and nurses and healthcare professionals are just realizing, like, I could branch off and do IV hydration. I could branch off and do aesthetics. I can open up a med spa. I could start my own practice, my own concierge service. Like, that just makes me happy because now everybody is realizing this, and everybody will get to that point when they realize it. Some people, no offense against the people that do want to be working unemployed, maybe they get good benefits and that's okay too. But my whole goal is like for people to realize that they can also craft their dream career. And that's exactly what I do. I never used to talk about it at all. People were like, do you work? Like how you said, like that was my first page, front page. And I just post travel stuff. Nobody knew what I was doing. They're like, is she a nurse? I think she's a nurse. I don't know. I started talking about what I do outside of traveling. And then they're like, oh, I'm putting it together now.